Hello everyone, it's Darkthorn the Oracle. Today I came with a special video. I've had many people ask me about divine masculine and divine feminine, many people that want to know about the whole twin flame journey. Many of you are on your twin flame journey and you don't understand it, never heard of it. Many of you have heard of it and just don't know what's going on. So this video is really the basics of divine masculine, divine feminine, the twin flame journey. Getting to know that, and then some insights on where the collective is right now as far as the twin flame journey. Now, this is a timeless reading because time does not exist. It is a man-made construct. Everyone's at a different place in the time loop. All are happening simultaneously. So we'll see what's going on for you at this moment. So let's start with, what are twin flames? Before we came to this earth, some of us chose to embark on this journey called the twin flame journey. What that means is, as one soul, we decided to separate our souls into two: the masculine side and the feminine side. In doing so, it created the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Also want to state that divine masculine, divine feminine are gender neutral. You don't have to be a woman to be divine feminine. You don't have to be a man to be divine masculine. It also means that there can be two men, one divine masculine, one divine feminine. There can be two women, one divine masculine, one divine feminine. It could also be non-binary, but both embody either divine feminine or divine masculine. What that means is, even though everybody embodies both masculine and feminine energy, there is a dominant energy if you have chosen the twin flame journey. So there is going to be the dominant masculine energy in the twin flame experience. There's going to be the dominant feminine in the twin flame experience. They are there to balance each other out. When you are not in balance, you are in misalignment. This misalignment causes many other issues in the twin flame journey. So to recap, before we got here to Earth, we chose, as part of our soul contract, that one soul would split into two. And that later, in our last reincarnation, likely, we would find each other and come together as one soul. Being that it's us two parts of one soul coming together, your souls recognize each other here on Earth. That's why a lot of twins experience that feeling that you feel at home with your twin flame, or you feel like you've met them before, you feel safe with them immediately, you instantly recognize them. Your souls are two halves of one. They recognize each other. So with that being said, why would you choose to be a twin flame? It's the whole idea of two heads are better than one. Or the idea of, I wish I had more hands than just my two hands. In splitting the souls into two, you're able to accomplish more of the task of the same purpose, or do it quicker, in a sense. So it's basically to have two people to be able to do the divine purpose. You feel like it's such a huge thing, your purpose with each other, that you couldn't do it as one person. So you split into two to have two people to do the work together. So again, coming together as twin flames, it's not just a love thing. The love is usually brought in because you've decided in your soul contract that that's probably the only way you're going to recognize each other here on the earthly plane. So you agreed to add love into the equation. The main objective of twin flames is to come together to accomplish their life's purpose. Their life's purposes coincide with one another because you are one soul. With that being said, you also share the same frequency. When your energy frequencies are off, that's also when you're in misalignment. But you two together have one frequency. Both of you alone have one frequency. That frequency is different than any other human being on this planet. No other human being has the same frequency as you except for your twin flame. Period. I'm looking down at some notes that I made so I can make sure I get all the basics out. that being said, qualities of the divine masculine. Divine means of God. Divine of God, of the universe, of the highest power possible. You are supposed to be connected to that energy, to the divine energy. You can just be a masculine. That's fine. Just know that your goal is to reach your divine self. If you stay at just the masculine, that leaves room for the toxic masculinity to come in. Same thing with the feminine. If you stay at just the feminine level, you're going to leave room for the toxic femininity to come in. You're not supposed to be toxic. Your goal is to level up and get to your divine self. So now, when they're in alignment, a divine masculine will possess logic, reason, vision, action, loyalty, strength, rationality. He's really adventurous. I say he just to differentiate between masculine and feminine. So if I say he, I'm referring to divine masculine, even though it's gender neutral. She, I'm referring to divine feminine, even though it's gender neutral. Divine feminine qualities: intuition, nurturing, healing, gentle, expressive, wise, patient, emotional, flexible, balancing. Now, when we say emotional, we mean being able to express emotions freely and constructively. Now, when they are in misalignment or in toxic masculinity or femininity, a divine feminine will be insecure, needy, very codependent, manipulative, vengeful, inauthentic, have a victim type nature. And that's when that over emotional side comes in, where the emotions are not constructive, they're not orderly, and they're not together. When a divine masculine is out of alignment, wounded, controlling, aggressive, withdrawn, avoidant, over cooperative, over competitive, abusive, unstable, and that's when that hermit type behavior steps in for the divine masculine. Now, within a twin flame journey, there can be a period known as separation. In that separation period, it is usually the divine masculine that possesses the runner label. It is divine feminine that's usually possessing the chaser label. Well, now, what does that mean? It means during separation is a time that the two are in misalignment. Being that the two are in misalignment with themselves, the masculine's instinct is to hermit and run from the divine feminine, because the divine feminine is embodying certain aspects and making the divine masculine feel a type of way in which he can't quite understand. Again, gender neutral. Being that the divine masculine cannot understand those types of feelings, what's happening, what's going on, why do I feel like this with this person, why do I feel home with this person, can I give this person what this person really needs, why does this person care about me, I'm not that great. When all of that comes into play, the divine masculine runs. Now, this may be disappearing from the relationship or going into hiding within the relationship. They're not as talkative, they don't want to communicate. The divine feminine's natural instinct when this happens is to chase after the divine masculine. That is not a good idea. And I'll tell you why. The divine masculine has ran because the divine masculine isn't sure of what the divine masculine wants. And the divine masculine does not know how to give the divine feminine what the divine feminine needs and wants in the relationship. Being that the divine masculine does not understand him or herself. Divine masculine has a lot of growth that needs to happen on the spiritual level in the 5D before they can level up in the 3D. If they have not leveled up that 5D energy, their spiritual energy, their 3D energy sucks. Point blank period. Sucks. So they can't connect with the divine feminine. They can't love the divine feminine because they don't love themselves right now. There are a lot of issues that tend to come up once the divine masculine and divine feminine come into that first interaction, that first connection, that first union. The divine masculine has a tendency to run, shut down, hermit. Divine feminines, please do not chase the divine masculine at this moment. Now, you want to know, well, what can I do to bring my divine masculine back into union with me? What can I do to align our energies? What can I do to make my divine masculine understand that they are great, they are awesome, they're all these things, they are divine, they're not toxic, and they are enough? Well, the first thing you need to do is work on you. Being that you're two halves of one soul, you mirror each other. Mirrors. So what's happening over here is happening over here, just in a different manner. So if your divine masculine is going through some self-love issues outwardly, that means you're going through some self-love issues inwardly. If your divine masculine is having family issues, you have family issues. If they have abandonment issues, you too have abandonment issues. There are things that you need to work on. So if you look at your divine masculine and you can point out what some of those issues are, that can give you some better insights into what's going on with you and what your issues are. But the best thing you can do to bring you guys back into alignment is to work on yourself. Do not keep calling. Do not keep texting. Do not keep messaging. Do not keep reaching out. Do not just be ever present and waiting. Don't stay in a waiting position. What you are supposed to do is work on you. That time of separation is the divine intervention. The divine has stepped in to separate the two so that you can get yourselves together. You both have to come together and be 100% to be 100% in this relationship. It can't be one person's at 100, one's at 75, but they're at 100, so we're okay. No, it's not 100 plus 75. If you are at 75, this person's at 100, it's a reduction fraction. It doesn't add up to 100 here. It's not 175. If anything, you might make this person revert down to 75. And you just keep decreasing from there. You need to make sure that you are at 100, which will mirror in your divine masculine and force them to go on this whole journey that will bring them up to 100. So that when they meet you at this level, you'll both be at 100. Someone explained it to me as you need to go ahead and get to your divine level because you have shorter legs. It's going to take you a little bit longer to get there. Now, once you get there, divine masculine has longer legs. They'll just skyrocket up to where you are. That's just it. May not seem fair, but that's just the way it is. You're going to have to take more steps in the journey because you have shorter legs. They have longer legs. They can take it in long strides and boom, meet you where they're supposed to be. Where you're supposed to meet at, they'll meet you there. That doesn't mean that once you two come into union, the work is over. The work has just begun. You have just gotten to a place where you could start the actual work that you came here to do. You've just cleared out all the earthly baggage that have been holding you two out of alignment. Once you two come into union, you have more work to do, but together on the same path. So now, I just got this new deck of cards. I've been dying to use it. And we're going to see what's going on with the divine masculine at this moment that I'm doing this reading. It's timeless. So whatever moment that you're looking at this reading, what's going on with your divine masculine. We're going to look at what's going on with the divine feminine for the collective, again, at the moment that you watch this. And then we're going to see what divine has to say about the situation and what's happening in the energy of it. Just divine masculine. Divine masculine. Okay, that's 3. Goes over here. What does divine feminine need to know? Okay, let's try feminine. Okay. Can I get one more for divine feminine? Okay. Put those over there. And can I get, what does the divine say about this relationship? Okay, divine, 2 more. Thank you. One more. So we've been starting on divine masculine a lot, so let's start with divine feminine. Divine feminine, you have, oh, I see. Let's put these in order the way I see them. You have 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the World card. 7 of Pentacles is about hard work. This is about getting on your grind as far as what your life's purpose is and the things that you need to fix in yourself. This is getting on grind with your financial world. Once you get on grind with your financial world, you're ready to share your knowledge and wealth with the world. You have come here with a purpose to share something with the world, to wake up other human beings and get them to where they need to be. A lot of divine counterparts are starseeds. You came here with a mission from whatever celestial body you came from to help humans to wake up and get out of the matrix. Whatever your purpose is in that grand event, you're supposed to be working on that. And once you work on that, you're supposed to be sharing that wealth of knowledge, or it could be actual wealth, with the world. That brings you to the world that you want, the world that you need. Reaping the benefits of what you've sown. You can reap those benefits, you just gotta work. Divine masculine. What is divine masculine going through right now? Let's make a note. Because these apply to me too. So write down what I need to do. Work. So reap. I like that. Divine feminine, work, sow, reap. Work hard to fix, work hard to build. Sow the seeds into the community, reap the benefits. Direct line. So for the divine masculine, what order do these go in? Okay, I think they go in this order. Firstly, divine masculine, you have the Devil card. Let go of fear. You are focusing on the things that you fear mostly, but you fear to show the divine feminine. What you fear about yourself, the insecurities that you have. You have to let all of those go in this time. That's what's keeping you in this hermit type energy. Second, you have the Hierophant. You have a lot of the energy that you need at this moment and a lot of the knowledge that you need to reach out to your divine feminine and make that journey with your divine feminine. But you also might seek help in the divine, or seek help in someone that is on the journey and is farther along than you, that can serve as a guiding authority and a teacher for you. Okay? What aspect of your life are you looking for that in? Page of Pentacles, your career, financially. Your financial situation, your career situation is what's holding you back right now. Whether it's not making enough money, not making as much money as you would like to make, not making any money at all, being unemployed, losing a job. All of that is reconcilable. I guarantee you, if it is your divine feminine, she doesn't care about any of this that you care about right now. All of these financial issues that you think you have, she really doesn't care as much as you think. She's not going to look at you any different. Divine feminines are divine for a reason. They're nurturing, they're loving, they're intuitive, and they're giving. 9 times out of 10, she already knows what's going on with you. She just wants you to tell her, but she kind of knows already what's going on with you. Again, gender neutral. Share in this moment instead of suppressing your feelings and keeping it in. You're just deteriorating yourself here with this Devil card. Just seek out. This is the time for you to release your fears and seek out that which you want in the world. Begin to seek that you want in the world. What does Divine have to say? It's very important. Okay, so I think it's in this order. You have the Tower. When I drew them out, I'm going to change the order, but when I drew them out, they came with the Queen of Pentacles right after the Tower, and then the King of Pentacles. Well, you know what? I'm not going to change the order, because that makes absolute sense. If you see in the Tower moment, it's the Queen that's falling. But the Crown in these cards is on the masculine. That's also falling. The Tower moment is when you realize that all the things that are happening in your life that seem negative or unwanted, or why me, why do these things keep happening to me, why is everything happening right now, they're happening for you, not to you. All the things that are happening right now, all these changes, moving, new careers, losing a job, family issues, all of that are to show you the things in your life that are in misalignment, the things in your life that you need to change. And it's making these changes happen because you need to move into a new space, into new opportunities, and move into a place where everything that you came here to do can happen. The places that you were in, they weren't able to happen. They couldn't happen in those spaces. So Divine moved you into a space where you would be aligned with your purposes, your gifts, and what you came here to do. So Tower, happening for you, not to you. Life right now, for you, not to you. But what comes out of this is this: alignment in your journey, where Divine Feminine, you reach your Queen of Pentacles moment, and Divine Masculine, you reach your King of Pentacles moment, and you can share together in this moment. A lot of people, if you don't understand, when we're in the Devil energy, just to validate my point here, when we're in the Devil energy, as you can see, the feminine is looking at the masculine is looking at the feminine. The Devil is chaining both of you because you're not focused in the right order here. When we've reached this Pentacle moment where you're ready to embark on your journeys together, that's what Divine is saying. You're entering a moment where you're ready to embark on your life's purpose together and fulfill the whole contract of twin flaming. The masculine looks to the feminine not looking at the masculine. But in the Devil card, she's looking at him looking at her. Boom. It's not supposed to be that way when you elevate. Why? I'll show you. If I can find it in my deck, I will show you. A lot of us have been taught in church that the man leads, the woman follows the man. The man's supposed to follow God, the woman's supposed to follow the man. But I just want to show you something. if I can find it in here. Watch it be at the other side of the deck. Just because I started on this side. How much I want to bet it's at the other end of the deck, now that I'm halfway through. Ha 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 ha. The Lovers. Divine counterparts are the lovers. The lovers are divine counterparts. If you see here, Divine is looking down. Divine feminine is looking at divine. Divine is looking at the masculine. The masculine is looking at the divine feminine. It's a triangle effect. Now, why in this order? Because the divine feminine is in charge of intuition. Intuition is a direct link to divine. Divine has to look at divine masculine because divine masculine is the one that does not have intuition. Divine masculine has vision but does not have strong intuition. Divine looks to divine masculine to see where there are, idiosyncrasies, misalignments that need to be fixed. Divine masculine looks at divine feminine to see where he needs to go or she needs to go. So divine feminine, when you are not on your game, your divine masculine can't be in your game. Divine masculine is following you. Divine masculine looks at you to see what you're doing and what you're going on. That's why a lot of times when divine masculine and divine feminines are in separation, divine masculine is still watching the divine feminine from afar. Divine masculine still wants to know what you're doing. You need to focus not on divine masculine. That keeps up this devil energy. You need to focus on divine and what it is that you need to be doing. How you can level up. What insecurities do you have? What part of your ego is jumping out? Because that part of your ego is also part of your divine masculine's ego. You need to heal that because it forces things to happen on that end where they need to heal. Now, that's not to say that all the work is on the divine feminine. Divine masculine, you have to do the work too. You have to do the work for yourself. Now, if you don't want to do the work, her work is going to force you to do it, whether you like it or not. You're going to have a lot more tower moments than her if you don't want to do the work yourself. But you also need to be looking at how you can be a better person to come into this union in the best possible place. All the work does not fall on the divine feminine. So, that's it for today. I have another reading on starseeds that will be in the same format where I give more information on what a starseed is, what are the different types of starseeds. Apparently there's a new starseed that's supposed to be coming 2021 to 2024. So those of you who are having children born between 2021 and 2024, you might want to run on over to that starseed reading that I'm going to have soon. Or again, this is timeless. It might be up already by then. Also, if you want to know more about that, leave a comment in the description, in the comment box below, and I'll leave it. But I also do private readings if you want private readings on your energy, what's holding you back in your ego that you need to work on, how do you connect with the divine. That information will be in the description box below. It'll have my website. I also have ritual baths to clear out some of those energies and to attract prosperity, luck, money, career, all different types of things. Clear out those throat, heart, and other chakras down in the description box below. You can go to my website. Also, I accept Cashapp for donations if anybody wants to send donations. I also have a P.O. box for gifts. You can email me at darkthornartistry@gmail.com and I'll send that over to you. Thank you for tuning in today. Make sure you come back and see my other videos. And thank you for blessing me with your presence today.